Hey, Deep here. What are stock buyback programs and why do companies do it? Let's find out. Let's say I have a company and I want to raise some money, but I don't really want to sell my company. So instead, I can take it public. That means I can take parts of my company, let's say 100 shares, and I can sell them on the open market. And if you buy one of them, that means you now have 1% of my company. You own that 1%. Instead, you give me some money and I use that money to go do things like growth. Now it's a couple of years down the line and I no longer need that money. I've made enough. Can I buy back that ownership from you? Yes, I can. And that's what a stock buyback program is. I'm taking that ownership back from the open market. Now, companies say they do this because they believe the value of the stock is really undervalued. But if you look a bit deeper, there are two other reasons that could be at play. First one is that all of Wall Street and the investment community look at the score called EPS to figure out how well my company is doing. This is just the amount of money I made divided by the number of shares that are out there in the market. It's called EPS, earnings per share. Now, if I made $100 and there are 100 shares in the market, my EPS is $1 per share. But if I buy back 50 of those shares, now there are fewer shares in the market, so if I still make $100, but I divide it by 50 because there are fewer shares out there, my EPS now automatically looks like it's $2 per share. Without even making any more money, I made it seem like my company is doing better than it actually is. This is a great trick that companies like to use to make this company seem in better position. Now, another reason is most of corporate employee compensations for C-suite is tied to this EPS score. So by using the company's extra money to buy back all these stocks, I am making the EPS look better and as a result, impacting my own compensation. Now, another reason is because there are fewer shares in the market, the value of the remaining shares can go up because there are less to go around. Some companies are notorious for doing this, like Apple. Apple has, in the last several years, bought $500 billion worth of stock back, which is insane. Meta did the same thing, Microsoft did the same thing, all big companies are doing the same thing. They're using the free cash to do this, instead of actually investing that money in research and development, growth, making new products that could influence making more money. But instead, they're making the EPS look better by just taking shares out of the market. Hope you learned something new. See you on the next one.